What is going on, guys? Welcome back to the Marsh Boys podcast. Oh, that fucking static out of
Are all the mics working?
Yeah, all the mics are working. Right, I can see my
I'm
voice
looking
moving here. Why?
Because I wanted to. Ooh. That Chipotle's not sitting well.
No.
I wasn't going to go off on a tangent about that, it just hurt. A tub of guacamole for some reason.
What is going on, guys? Welcome back to the Marsh Boys podcast. My name's Brian.
I'm an uncertified mechanic.
And this is episode 94. Real quick, if you are not watching on YouTube, go check out the episode on YouTube. This is going to be a pilot episode for our video recording.
Yeah, we're just trying it. Look, I got a hole in my shirt.
Yeah, we've been wanting to do this for a while now. Ryan ended up buying these nice mic stands and the camera mount. Well, I got one, and then he was very mad at me because I bought it.
I thought he bought everything because I had all these in my cart and I just bought them. And then he comes in and he throws one of those camera stands at me. I'm like, you did not.
Yeah.
Like, I have two more in my truck right now.
That would have been pretty funny.
I would have stroked.
It has been hot.
It's very hot in here. I'm just very sweaty.
Not just in here, it has been hot lately. We really haven't been up to a whole lot, except for last weekend.
Yeah, last weekend we did kind of like a half-ass catfish tournament between me, him, his buddy Kyle, and his buddy TJ.
Oh, you got the names right.
It did.
Where did you go?
And we had a pretty good time. I should have won that.
But
I
you
should have
didn't.
won that if I didn't have a bass fisherman on net duty.
You lost one fish.
And it was the second biggest fish probably of the day. It felt just as hard as my 7 3/4 pounder.
And if you would have landed that fish, me and TJ probably would have fished a little harder as well.
And then I would have got the other one. Then I would have had two.
Yeah, that's what I'm
6
saying.
to 7 pounders, and then
Because you caught the second one while we were there with you.
yeah. But anyway, that's later in the day. Do you want to start with, or do you want me to start with how that day went? Like just the events that happened. I'll just preface this. I was out at like 6 a.m. and I caught 3 croakers. That's it. You'll see it in the video that I'm editing.
Oh, I was gonna like do the whole planning and everything before it as well.
Oh. Anyway, now I don't have to say that part. Caught 3 croakers, total waste of time. Got up really early for nothing.
Yeah. So I believe, I don't know, it was a little bit more than a month ago now. Well, definitely now. I got my new motor, and which I still am in love with that thing. We ran. Actually, I hadn't filled that gas tank up. We ran Atlantic City. We ran across the bay and a half, fished for like 2 hours, and then ran back across the bay, and then the channel back to the boat ramp. Plus, ran all over the place for like 6 hours Saturday. I put 2 more hours on the motor that Saturday.
Yeah.
And I'm still at like, and towed him back. So we're getting into that.
We'll get to that.
But yeah, that was like 3 miles, 4 miles, something around there.
Something like that.
And I still have a quarter tank left.
Yeah.
Anyway, so about a month ago, right as I bought my motor, I had talked to Kyle and TJ. I work with these guys. And I said, yeah, like I knew they were into fishing. No, I'm not the boss.
He's the boss.
My dad's the boss.
No, he's the proxy boss. He's the boss man. He's HR.
I don't get paid to be a proxy boss, but I guess.
He's HR.
So I told him, like, yeah, if you guys ever want to come fishing, just kind of bullshit, and I never thought that they'd be like, oh, yeah, let's do it. And I think I told them, like, oh, yeah, if you wanted to come down this weekend, it'd be fine. And they were like, no, but we'll come down next weekend. I was like, okay, whatever.
You don't get a choice in that.
Yeah. So we figured on that Saturday, the July 6th, we did it. So I guess that's what? That was just 2 weekends ago now, right?
No, that was last weekend.
Was it last weekend?
Yeah.
And we had a blast. I was pleasantly surprised. They got to the house at around 6:45. Ryan was already on the water by then. He was out of service, so I checked his location, make sure he didn't sleep in.
You have my location?
No, you sent it to me.
Oh.
Dummy. You said just in case you don't have service, you sent me your
Well, we
location
needed
for
that
like
later in the day, but yeah.
6 hours, I
Yeah.
think. And we get out and we played the tide right perfectly in the morning. It was just it was like an hour low tide. I got underneath both bridges perfectly fine. We meet Ryan out, and Kyle jumped on Ryan's boat. I jumped on, or TJ stayed on my boat, and we went out. You want to go from there?
Yeah, we went to Black Ditch.
Oh, also, I hope this is okay for YouTube.
I don't know how this goes as spot burning. We kind of have names for our own things out there. If you're from the area, you already know where Black Ditch is. So, it doesn't really matter.
It's on the map.
Yeah. So we went down to Black Ditch. That was where I got that big
Just don't
carp.
say the name of the other spots.
Okay. Well, I mean, there's obvious spots.
Nah.
I'm gonna say them. That was where I caught my big carp last year, so we figured we'd try again. For some reason, that's like a weird spot for some of the bigger fish we've ever caught. I don't know if it's because of all the creeks coming together right there, or being so close to the river.
Yeah.
Something's going on there. It's a good spot. I like fishing there. It's pretty deep, most of it, because there's a lot of, the river's currents pushing in pretty hard. We started fishing there. Now, I was in kind of a lull because all I caught were croaker in the morning, and I was really trying hard. I was trying hard. I wanted perch. I wanted to at least come back with like 3 or 4 perch before they got out there. All I got were like 3-inch croakers. That's it. So I'm going out, and we start hitting them actually kind of hard. I think the catfish started biting almost immediately.
Yeah.
At least when I was going through the footage, they were almost immediate. And like the second or third fish bent my pole all the way over. Just totally took it over. And I'm fighting it to get it in.
Well, no, he took it first and then came off. Remember?
Yeah, he did. It bent the pole over and then stopped, and I was like, whatever. And he got back on again. Now, I'm fighting to get it up to the boat, and this part's on video. You might have saw it on Instagram. It was almost in the boat. And a bass fisherman had his hands on the net. And
your net was only like this big. The handle.
It was plenty big enough for all the rest of them.
And you were also holding the fish on top of the water.
He scooped it weird too. I think he grabbed my line too.
Yeah, well, as the captain, you need to say something.
Yeah. I was more really excited to get the fish. But anyway, that ended up not mattering. That fish came off. We kept fishing. Nice size ones, cooler full. Went to the second spot. That was where the slammer caught it on there. I think that was on an eel head.
Mm-hmm.
And I put it on that pole. I was like, either nothing's going to take this because I cut it way too big, or whatever takes it's going to be gigantic. Well, the second thing happened. And the thing that took it was gigantic. It was making a wake as I was pulling it up to the boat. It was huge. So we got it up there, and that was pretty cool. Do you want to talk about your fishing there at second spot?
I mean, the fishing took off pretty good immediately. I mean, we had gotten out there early enough where I knew we were going to catch a bunch of fish right away. I just didn't know the sizes on like a slack low tide in the beginning of
There was nothing on slack low.
Yeah. Well, we got out there we started fishing
when
on
it started
slack
coming
low.
in.
Not by much.
I was out there on slack tide.
Oh, okay. Well, anyway, we had, like I said, we were catching fish pretty much immediately, and I forget. Oh, we really hadn't caught anything of size. Like a couple, 15, 16 inches, pound and a half, 2 pounders, which are perfect eating size for me anyway. But that was about all we were catching until we went to a spot that me and Ryan always fish, and I was very surprised that he wasn't there at all during the day.
That's true. I probably should have went there, but for some reason I really wanted to go out. This isn't really spot burning either. I wanted to go out to the jetty. There was nothing there anyway. Yeah. Noodle got a catfish out there, but I couldn't get anything. All I caught were snags because I don't know. It was an incoming tide. I thought I was playing that right, where the fish would be swimming up and stop at the wall and then funnel up towards the tip. It didn't end up playing out that way.
Yeah.
and I wasted a lot of gas going around the island. But we'll get to that.
We actually caught both our big fish, or three of our bigger fish. They're the 3-pounder that I caught, and TJ caught, or I caught the 3 and the 5-pounder, and TJ caught the 7-pounder there. Mm-hmm. And for you guys out there that never really, I don't know if you guys have never fished it or what, but if you aren't too familiar, in like dead of summer, you know, in the conditions we're fishing, like a 7-pound catfish is an amazing catch. Like, I know there's fish out there that get to be 12 to 20 pounds, but
Ernie the Hog Snatcher's fish, but he's fishing in what, DC?
Yeah, he fishes the Potomac in DC. He catches blue catfish.
Oh, those things are insane.
Mm-hmm. I want to go down to Maryland and try my hand at them in the Chesapeake. Mm-hmm. Figure out where they're at.
Did we talk about that on here when he hit the goose?
Oh, Ernie?
Yeah.
No, I don't think that was him, though. Oh, yeah, it was.
It was one of them.
I just hit a goose!
Yeah, he casted it at night. I guess they're flying over at night. You can hear the sinker hit the goose.
He's fishing for him at night.
That would have been awesome if he reeled it in, too.
Oh, that was hilarious. How do
you explain that to the game board?
So, I guess it was about noon. Yeah, because we didn't want to be out there like all day, and I had to play the tide right to get back underneath the back two bridges to get to the free boat ramp.
And your dad was cooking.
Yeah, and well, we didn't know that till like 11 o'clock.
Yeah, we thought that day was going to be
just us eating what we caught.
Eat what we caught. But
and that's why we upped it from a 3-fish to a 5-fish tournament.
And then we had a lot of fish.
Not we.
I had a lot of fish.
We kept 5. You guys kept what? 10?
I don't think it was quite. It's probably more like 8.
8, yeah. I think the limit in Jersey's 5 per boat? 6. 5 or 6? I forget. We were way under though.
Yeah.
And I forget my train of thought now.
Well, it was new.
Oh. Yeah.
This is around when I called you.
Well, no, it wasn't. So, I call Ryan. He doesn't answer. Well, he did answer, and I told him, like, I think we're getting ready to pack in here in a little bit. Our cooler's full. It's hot. We got high tide. The tide just started going out. Or it was slack high tide when I called you. Mm-hmm. So, me and TJ started headed back in. I said, I'll text you when I head back in. And, like, only like 5 or 10 minutes after, we had caught another bigger, caught the 5-pounder. Mm-hmm. And I looked at TJ and he goes, yeah, let's get in. So we started heading in, and as soon as we got to Ryan's dock, Kyle called me and goes, oh, we need some help. I was like, huh? So I had known Ryan was like a good ways out, and I didn't really know how to get to him. I mean, obviously we have maps and stuff.
I was putting in. I wasn't too far off the main ditch.
No, not at all. But where you were told me you were by the island, and I was like, dude, that's a hike.
Yeah, you were scared I was still up by the halfway house.
Yeah, well, I'd have made it to the halfway house, but not really much further back, and then to tow you back in. Mm-hmm. And I said, why are you telling me this? And Kyle was like, well, we think Ryan ran out of gas.
Well, no, I thought something was going on with the motor because there was still gas in the tank, but I guess with this tank, it doesn't get the last little bit. The other tank does get the last little bit. This one didn't. I thought we had just enough to make it back. It would have been fine. That wasn't the case. I ran out of gas like right off the main ditch, which is kind of a blessing because we rode almost to the main ditch and then you came around the corner and got us.
Well, so the funny thing is oh no, it wasn't. Kyle called me like we were bilging the boat out like halfway to you. Because we got to the dock and you guys never answered. And I looked at TJ and Caleb was out there and I said, I said, he's never really been down here. So I said, well, let's go out to the sandbar. Like, there's not really a sandbar, but we go out to a beach and hang out till Ryan calls us. I don't think he's too far from where the beaches are. So we get like halfway out and I'm looking and I got a pretty decent amount of water. So I'm like, as I said, TJ, we're going to stop and bilge out real quick. Well, when I stopped, that's when Ryan called me. And he was like, yeah, we're right off the main ditch. I'll send you a pin. Well, I never got a pin.
I don't have service for shit out
Kyle
there.
never sent me a pin. You never sent me a pin. So luckily I had Ryan's location from that morning. He sent it to me for that exact reason. And I looked and I'm like, oh, he's only like 2 turns ahead of us. So we ride it. It only was like a 3-minute boat ride to where you were.
Yeah, I figured it wasn't going to be long.
And then, we tied boats together and I put them back for a change.
Mm-hmm.
I actually towed somebody in, not the other way around.
He was on his high horse all day about that. I towed somebody in instead of being the one that got towed in.
Actually, I wasn't.
Your mother even said it. She's like, he's happy that he
I was definitely happy that I could tow you in, but I don't think I
I don't know.
shoved it down your throat.
Your mother noticed.
Yeah, because I'd said something in front of her.
Oh.
I didn't say anything. It was only to you if I said anything.
But we took a lot of footage that day. We caught a pretty good amount of fish overall. It was fun. It was hot, dude.
It was
when
hot.
the boat died and I couldn't even get the breeze, dude. I was cooking.
It was super nice. Like now with that Suzuki, I can go. I'm still not fully into the break-in period. I think I might try and change that next weekend. I might just take the boat and drive it for 3 hours. Even if we go to the
do a flip.
Even if we go to Sundog and just put it in that creek at high tide and just run it.
Mm-hmm. I do want to go fishing there now, especially now that it's like full blown summer.
And the horseshoe crabs are out of there.
I want to catch a skate.
Yeah, go out to the bay.
It's just that there seems to be more variety, and I was thinking about this.
But the only thing is, I've learned this fishing other places now. We are very lucky to have the catfish that we do.
Yes, I'm not saying that.
If you go, I think Mad Horse has a bunch of catfish. Where we go fishing over there, we're not going to catch any catfish.
That's fine.
I mean, we might. I'm not saying I shouldn't say we won't. It'll be not like...
But when I go down there, that's not what I'm going for. I know I can catch a catfish anytime here.
Yep.
But I think the variety is what makes it more fun.
Absolutely.
The closer you get to the shore, I love flounder fishing. Skates are cool. I've caught sharks with my uncles down at Sundog.
Down there?
Yeah, you'll get the little sharks there.
The dogfish?
Yeah, there's more variety, and that makes it more fun. It's more of a mixed bag. You never know what you're gonna get down there. Not to sound like Forrest Gump. I knew you were gonna say something. I had to beat you to the punch. But I don't know. That'd be a lot of fun. But I mean, we might as well finish off the day with.
Shout out to Papa Earls. Hey, YouTube, I don't have an intro made yet, so you're just getting raw footage here.
Yeah, you're getting rawed.
Shout out to Papa Earls. Go check them out. I mean, okay. Top of the line Cajun seasoning. I mean, it's good on everything.
We came back. We filleted the fish. I left 3 of the perch in Brian's brand new cooler.
Yep.
That's gone now.
Well, the
cooler's gone.
Yeah, not the whole perch, the filleted out perch.
Okay. So
the bad part of the perch, the one you don't
still
want,
stinky.
rotted in my cooler because he didn't tell me.
But yeah, we came back. We filleted them all. We had smoked corn. Were those steak or ribs? I don't know what they were. They were just big chunks of meat with a bang on them.
They were like they were pork ribs.
They were good. What else did we have?
Wings.
We had wings.
Oh, 3 different kinds of wings. 2 different kinds of wings.
And catfish tacos. And those were good too.
Yeah. So, I still have probably 3 pounds of meat.
We couldn't eat it all. There was so much food. So it was a really good day. I'm working on a video I'm going to get out. It's 2.5 hours of footage that I'm sifting through to probably try to give you guys at least 15 minutes. But yeah, so that'll be out. I don't know what we're going to do next weekend. It's like he said, it's hot as balls. So if anything, I'm either going to be working on the truck or out on the water. There is no in between.
Yeah, next weekend, I think I'm going to have to work Saturday morning, but...
Speak for yourself.
I definitely want to get the boat out. I don't really know where... I think we should go somewhere else.
Let's go to Sundog if we go out.
The only thing I don't like about there is that boat... Oh, dude, the tide rips through there. It's the only thing I don't like about it.
If we have enough gas, go out and go into one of the other ditches. Try to find a cabin, maybe.
Yeah? Well, I think we'd have to go out in the bay to do that, right?
Yeah, but you don't have to go out in the bay. You just follow the edge of the shore. You said you wanted to get hours on the motor. We can go look for the cabin.
Yeah.
My cabin likes to float around. It's in a new spot all the time. It's pretty cool. It might not even be there anymore. Who knows?
But, Well, there was something else I wanted to talk about. And I cannot remember for the life of me what it was. There's something about New Jersey. No, it's not about New Jersey. Really cool, something we just did. Actually, where's my phone at? I will do it now as we speak.
Oh, I sent you the money.
Yeah.
We have booked a hunting trip with Jeff Coates finally. It only took us 2 years to do. And it's going to be me, you, Buggy, your dad, and Uncle Millard.
Yep.
And we're all going to go out. I'm really excited for it. Not just to like go hunting, but to also meet Jeff. That's going to be a lot of fun. And I'm very excited for the breakfast he makes.
Oh, that chowder. Or
Very
I forget what it is.
Breakfast.
Hold on.
You should probably put the date, right?
Yeah, let's do that.
Let's do the date so it doesn't confuse him.
Relax.
So yeah, that's going to be really exciting. I'm hoping I can maybe dial in my shooting. That's something else we have to do this summer is I got to go shoot some clays. Maybe we can get Steven down here.
Absolutely. I've been wanting to do that. Steven, I know you watch everything on here on YouTube, so you'll get a treat out of this, but that's something we've been trying to get to do. We've been trying to do a lot this summer.
Then.
Yeah.
But, yeah, that's something I would like to tackle before we go out there. You helped a lot with my shooting last time. I'm excited. Other than that, you got anything else?
No, I just wanted to say, like, I'm really excited to get out with Jeff. Another hunt. It's technically been booked for a while, but it's kind of confirmed now. December 21st, opening day of Brant in Delaware.
Mm-hmm.
We were booked with Riley, me, Ryan, and I think his name's Nick. I'm sorry, I'm going to screw this up if I don't look it up. I know we follow him.
It's weird now. You're not supposed to be on your phone during the podcast. Now that we have video, now they know.
Yeah, they'll be alright. You gotta look stuff up. Nick from Cedar Swamp Gunning Decoys. We're gonna be hunting with him opening day.
It's gonna be a lot of fun.
Yeah, absolutely.
We actually have like trips planned this year, so it's not just gonna be a total free for all like we usually do. That looks like a good spot. There's 8 other people here. Darn.
Lance and Sam from Bucks County boys, and
hot dog, Sam.
Riley from obviously Riley. Everybody knows Riley by now.
Who's Riley?
They're gonna come down for opening day goose season. And the plan right now is for me and Ryan and Goose to go down Sunday, September 1st, for a dove hunt.
Okay.
And then roll right into goose season that weekend, which is going to be super. It's a super packed.
Would you be mad at me if I got a dove mounted?
No, I don't care.
Okay. Can I get it? Can we get a fan in here?
Actually, what would be.
And just have 4 doves on the wings, flying above us. That'd be pretty dope. Sasha would stroke when she came in.
No, here. Luna. You should see when my girlfriend Erin, when her dog comes in here, she stops and looks at every duck and almost says hi to them.
She's the goodest girl.
Yeah. YouTube, get more interactive. If there's any questions you want to ask us. Don't be afraid to leave a comment. Anything you want to see different, leave a comment. YouTube, make sure you like, subscribe.
And as long as we do our goodest job, we can't be mad.
Have a good night.